Let's talk Tanya for the 22nd of Nisan. In yesterday's Tanya, we explained that an extremely altruistic love for God, which means that I am studying Torah and doing mitzvahs simply because that's what God wants, and to connect God with the world and with all the Jewish people, that is something which is the domain of the greatest tzaddikim, and we could tap into that somewhat, but not completely. What kind of love is practical for every single one of us to experience? What kind of love can we experience that will motivate us to study Torah and do mitzvahs? The Alter Rebbe says, what we can aspire to is a love which is a deep, deep desire to connect to God. A desire that I should connect to God. A desire to connect the entire world to God, that's more altruistic, that's selfless, that might not be within my capability completely. But that I should want to be connected to God, I'm a Jew. I have that love, that hidden love for God within me, by nature, inherently. That I can experience. And that love is very powerful. I want to connect to God to the point of mesiras nefesh, of self-sacrifice. I'm willing to give up everything in order to have this connection to God, in order to be able to have this relationship with God. And this is what happens when I study Torah, when I do a mitzvah. The Alter Rebbe says it's like Gan Eden. After the soul leaves the body, after 70 years, 80 years over here in this world. So what happens? The soul goes up to Gan Eden, and over there it just studies Torah. It has no other preoccupations. It's not involved with the body, no physical needs. And in microcosm, in a small way, we can accomplish that over here in this world. When I immerse myself in the study of Torah, when I do a mitzvah, and everything else is shut out. There's nothing else. My phone is off. I'm not thinking about my work, about my business, about my family, about nothing. This is me and God. This is a desire that I have, a desire to completely connect to God to the point of sacrificing everything else about me and simply to connect to God. That is something which is a reasonable expectation and goal for every single one of us. And with this, the Alter Rebbe explains something which we say every single morning in the davening. We say in the Elokai Neshama blessing, we turn to God and we say, God, you have given me my soul. You've blown it into me. And then we say, V'ata osid litla mimeni, and in the future, you will take it away from me, the soul. What is the point of saying that in the morning? The Alter Rebbe explains, what we're saying to God is, my soul existed before it came down here into this world. And what was my soul doing before it came down in the world? It was in Gan Eden, studying Torah. It had no worries and no preoccupation with anything physical or anything that was connected to the body. The time will come once again when that's going to happen again. My soul will go up to Gan Eden, and once again, my soul will have no distractions from anything over here in this world, anything physical, and it'll just be striving to connect to you. So I'm not going to wait for that to happen. I'm going to do that now. I am going to study Torah. I'm going to do mitzvahs in this short, brief period of time when I'm over here in this world. I'm going to restore my soul to the way it was before it came down over here. I'm going to have it in sync with the way it will be after 120 years. I'm going to devote myself to Torah and mitzvahs out of love for you, out of my desire to connect to you, and that is something which everyone can do. Now, all of this is very great in theory. What does this look like practically? I'm in my daily life. I'm about to study Torah. I'm about to do a mitzvah. How do I translate all these ideas of the past few days into practicality? And that will be the topic of tomorrow's Tanya.